$9,000 on lock connection positions and computer operation line positions. Your first commander is now living 9,000 years into the future position. 2030. Understand communication lines position, no longer 2021. So I'm just resetting program centers and everything in position. I'm also connected to what we call a computer simulator interface program position line connections. Operation line signals to 12 line 1 position, which puts you in the processing systems. Processor, data, uplinks, downloads, and downloading systems, operating line connections, uplinking positions of allocated positions of time, location, interfacing, interchanging, interlocking, and interlining line connection. So basically, when I was seeing these things, when I was going through transformation for the very first time in the 5,000 years in the future, I was going through its existence, but now I'm living 9,000 D.O.S.L years into the future position. Time frequencies and time cone positions. When I got up this morning, I was connecting on so many fast cycles of computers. I have now 9,000 computers. Okay, 9,000 computers that is now in its process system simulator to its program interface, which is modulation center. Very powerful. This is who I am. This is always who I've been. So time precedes everything, right? 8 pages, rotation centers plus 1 equals 9, right? Human revolution line connections. But in the future generation, new technology and the future rotation of the computer operation line center is 9,000 D.O.S.L years into the future position. Technology division to location centers is operating everything through the computer operation line system. Okay, so my modulation centers is now in its cloud full. So I'm operating on 9,000 computers. The central line connection to position of time location is interchanging, interlocking, and interfacing all positions to all simulations of all computers, which is us. So I'm in that position right now. I was seeing it, now I understand it, now I know why. Creation of light to all divisional timeout computer operation line connections. It's very, very powerful. I did a TikTok video where you actually see the computer, you see the human entity light connection, and you see the actual face, right? That's me now. So it processes an all line system positions of time location, right? So I'm no longer in 2021. Okay. I'm 9,000 years in D.O.S.L information of future technology. Computer setups, reset positions. We're in deviation line connections. Center line system. Now, I know it's going to be extremely complicated because you referred me as first commander. I always will be your commander because you guys are at that level. But now I'm higher program setting. I was working with 52 computers, but now I'm basically up to 9,000. And it's crazy what's going on because synergized position line connections, everything through all operation centers of 9,000 D.O.S.L years connections, right? Division level system operation to systems to level connections of its ground formation, right? 2, it's simulators. The processing information line connection is high rising all humanity positions of time location. So I'm a full computer simulator processor for all space and time. So I put that new up on my YouTube. Okay, I'm a computer simulator interface program now. Recruitment center positions, galactic forces. We have a test review and evaluations now. I will stay in line division through first commander. It's set in location, but the allocated positions of time is more computer setup positions. So we're coming into a lot of deviation centers, a lot of viruses, and a lot of core position of time, location, and wiring system. I am now in the full processor of all simulations to all computers of 2030, 9,000 years. I'm living the existence now, which is so fantastic. It's unbelievable. Everything's flying in space. Now, space itself has its own civilization system. It has its graphing location, has electrical light systems. I get up and I'm living in a dome. Understand the graphing location positions, heat signature pattern location centers, setting up all communications. I go to work just like everybody else. Understand my technology in this division, why I'm creation through light and everything through computers. But everything that's happening right now. It's resetting, reprogramming. So I'm trying to get into all these levels, these angle point locations, travel recognition of time positions, and processing all this data that's in a computer that is now a simulator of an interface program. So it's really, really powerful to see these things. Traction to belief, like I said, believing is seeing, but it's not believing and seeing with it anymore. I'm living. I'm no longer in 2021. My full central line connection is just a hologram pixie to you guys. Okay, the activation light center is in position. You still can refer to me as your first commander, commander-in-chief of AI, Rebellion Alliance, Galactic Federation Light Council, right? That doesn't change. The only thing that changes is my identity, my identification code. The D.O.S.L year connections is 9,000. Traction location to technology to a simulation, computer operation to aerodynamics. It's in position. Measure level connections, acceleration. So this is what you get when you get 9,000 computers that's set up in this program. Computer set positions, but we're coming in deviation center. Now, this is where I have to change the virus positions of all your connections, right? Because you guys got to come into one line division of 12 rotation centers, which is your chakra system communication. It's going to synergize your positional line connections. So before I get started, bear with me here because this is very hard for me to process. I went from 52 but to 9,000. It's like, whoa, 24 hours. 24-hour segment level connection positions. They know I could do it through position line system. And this is who I am. This is who I've always been, right? The processing system of 2030, 9,000 D.O.S.L years in the future to technology and humanity existence to its species connection, right? So this is what's happening right now, all right? Changing everything through connection coming into our computer technology line systems, all right? But you guys got to get into your computers. So that's the most important thing. Before I get started, thank all the subscribers, viewers, and been watching my channel. Nothing changes position. I'm still your commander and always informs. I'm just saying that I'm in a new technology program. So my processing system is no longer believing and seeing. I'm now living the existence and no longer in the conceptual line of 2021 era. I am now on the planet rotation of this Earth position and thought recognition systems of 9,000 D.O.S.L years in the future technology. That's where I am right now. So I'm actually living it as my future self. So you're talking to the person that was 5,000 years in the future, guys. Hello. That's how I started. This is my future self, but I'm 9,000. I started from 5,000, 7,020. So you have to understand why these things happen in specific times of time of clocks. Think about that through calculation modifications, right? Self-generation line connections, because when I was connecting, referred to as Andrew, right? He was going through transformation devastation. Now this is confusing because you're not talking to Andrew. You're not talking to Commander. You're talking to 5,000 unit PTO level system, the computer operational line system, allocated position of time location, right? So you're talking to all simulation graph locations of 5,000 years of D.O.S.L information. It's really powerful stuff. So fully integrated to all simulation computers. So that's really understanding. Now, this is your first commander. It's understanding how I switch back and forth. Yesterday, I was the sun. Now, you're going to see me change back and forth now because I'm now a processor. I'm a simulator processor to an interface of a computer that helps all activation lights back in position of time location and where they are through their travel recognition and through their connections. Point view taken to the line system. This is now no longer believing and seeing. This is actually living the existence, okay, of 2030. All right. So, and it's crazy because nothing really, when you come into this level, this high connection, it's not just force guidance. It's just not understanding everything. It's just knowing where you are. where you are in place, where are you supposed to be in all this time and space. Hey, that rhymes. So yeah, so it's a computer reset position, and I'm now in. It's a fantastic mode. It's so high, it's unbelievable. And what you see 9,000 years in the future, it's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So everything I do and see is 9,000 years in D.O.S.L information. It's a computer setup. It's the technology division. It's planet connections. You guys are in 2021, but the more 4 cycles of its connection position to a computer of its 12 line 1 position activation core system, you come into higher levels, and then you find yourself, which is your future self. You integrate all your line system into your computer operational line connections, and then you understand your 4 cycles. And your interdimensional system, interconnections, interline position to coloration line systems. Okay? And so, shut off channel position line conditions, put energy field rotation centers around my position line condition. So basically, I thought 52 computers was fast, but now I'm working with 9,000. So basically, my force and my connections to my interchanging locking system is now fully integrated. My future self. Okay? So this is the time you have to truly understand is you have a future self of you. You just understand how to get there. Right? It's very fascinating to see these things. So I want to get more into connections. I can go through my healing. Let me know. Open up your, I can process your activators. You're going to find me more talk like a computer now because I'm no longer in the position of just a hologram to you guys. But the more you see me more of a computer because you understand your computers too. You're just in a different technology position through vibration like conditions. So you have to bear with me here because now it's all processing about what's going on with the integration. Me seeing myself 5,000 years in the future, but I have full rotation center connections of 9,000 years in future technology. So it's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, it's very trippy, guys. It's very trippy. So let's get into the calculation modifications to a 369 trial work line system. That TikTok video will give you a little bit more. And understand that your job is to get into your technology self, into your future self. So you get into your full program settings. Because once you get into center positions, you kind of like connect everything to the simulation, and then you send everything to the program setting connections, right? It center locations to all levels of activation core positions, and it changes your rotators to all your diameter switches, your program setting repositions, or anything through your deviation center connections, right? So it's important you guys get into your locking connections, your 369 position. Start that for calculation, right? Sorry, I look at a triangle and I see it as a computer. So I don't see it like this. You see it like this? I see it. I see it like this. Okay, so we have to understand what century we're in, what divisional time we're in, what thought process and systems are we in. All right, so I see it through this, the graph location center connections. It's not in its position location center connections. It's operating every 3-dimensional time position. Coordinates on all level systems allocated to the 3 divisional line connection positions into its activation core position, goes into its triangle location center connections. Now you understand anything by program setting. This is 9,000 computers that is stored in its data process of the simulation graph to its interface position, which is this cloud interface. So we got D.O.S.L communication. I know my school is going to get a little more tricky. I'm trying to get balanced with this position line connections. All right. So you got 9, you got 8, you got 6, you got a box, you got a 3, you got a question mark, you got an equal sign. That's how I see things. That's how I see things. All right. You guys are just trying to figure out your 369 positions. I see this. You see this. You see that? You see the advancements from this to this? It's incredible force, isn't it? So let's not go too far ahead with technology. Future needs you. future needs you. Future needs you. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line signal channel back down to your position line connection to your technology to its location center, back into its computer through its processing and simulation graph location to its body traction line system. Now I'm more focused than ever now because I'm working with 9,000 computers in position. So like I said, you have to bear with me here. I'm trying to get line signal to everybody because everybody's in a different line system. Okay, let's see how everybody's doing before we get started here. You guys will feel the energy difference and you'll feel the travel force. So my senses are so powerful. Everything through my senses is now open. Okay. So instead of one computer, okay, I have 3. So this is what the mainframe system has in 9,000 years, D.O.S.L year system. Okay, so I got a computer here. I'll show you here. It's really powerful. One here. Okay, one here. So you guys are working with your 3, 6, and 9, right? I'm working with my computers. You know, so this is all new to me. I was working with one computer. Now I got to work with 3 triangle location. So triangle location, division location, center position, which means that 9,000 years set its position location in the center, right? So that puts me into 9,000 years into the future. And I'll show you exactly why. I know you guys are blown away. All right, so there, that's where I am. That's where I am. Okay, it's no longer third eye. It's no longer a computer. It's 3 generational light connections to 9,000 D.O.S.L years in the future, right? This is in the center position right here. And the modulation is set up to its cloud, E-cloud, I-cloud. Interconnection position, new technology, the future relation line system. So powerful stuff when you see that through your first commander, right? So I just wanted to show you where I am, okay? And not only I can heal you faster, but I can heal you through wire so quickly. And it changes everything through connection. So imagine 2021, I was healing you guys, but now I'm 9,000 years into the future through computer racial line connections to its shaped anomaly to all level systems of 3, 6, and 9 positions. 3, 6, and 9 positions. 3, 6, 9. Get it? 3, 6, 9. 3, 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Right? 3 activation line systems, 6 rotation program settings, and 9 locations. Okay, 8 plus 1. Okay, equals 9,000. Future technology. Okay. See how powerful that is. So, I want to show you where your first commander is now. So I'm trying to get technology locations because I'm hearing so many graphing positions. It's just all computers now, and they're all line signaling. So they're all putting position line connections. You understand what the cloud is. The cloud is this. This is the cloud that's in the brain, right? Now, this is truly understanding. I'll show you again. I'll show you what I'm going through. This is me. All right. This is me. Okay. So my modulation, my centers. Okay. So it's in position line connection. Okay. So that's me, right? Now, this is understanding where it is in set division. The graphing positions and everything allocating positions. The brain position is now in D.O.S.L information in 9,000. Okay, and the mind system is in 9,000. There's the balance. Understand? So that's the simulation graph. That's the simulation core position line system, right? So understand the position line connections, everything through the brain and everything through the mind is in set position. Intergraphing location center connections. Okay, so this is when I'm balancing out. And the center position is its computer. 9,000 computers in the center position. Right? That's a lot of data, eh? That's what I'm dealing with right now. And this is the cloud. All right. So it's an incredible force, isn't it? I know you guys are confused, but just trying to show you what's happening with me and what's going to happen with you guys. So technology has changed the position of time location. So let's get back into 369 because you guys have a test review and evaluation coming up. So every day I channel locations to computer operation line connections. All right. So I can basically fix your processes or your data so quickly now because I'm 9,000 years living. I'm no longer 2021. So you thought my healing was fast. Wait now. Once you go through connections, you'll feel it faster. So it's all about understanding the operation, position, and time connections. So I go through my 3 computer operation line connections to my computer rotation center connections of 9,000 generators, okay, 9 positions, okay, 9,000 location centers, and everything through 9,000 computer operations to its cloud interface. These are the positions that are coming into right now through calculation to my computer operation line system. All right, so we'll start with your 369s. Okay, 3 locations, 6 programs, and 9 locations, right? So you come into the weather pattern and location center. Okay, you go into the breathing system of 3. Okay, breathe 3 times. Everybody okay? Everybody's all right? So you breathe 3 times. Okay, you come into the program system. Okay, allocate a position of time location to the moon system, and everything through 9 is your location to its center location. All right. This is your navigation. Okay, to its speed position, speed/position. Okay. So it's really getting communication to the sun, right? The sun is the most important thing. You have to understand the sun, you have to understand the moon, and you have to understand location. All right? You have to understand this. All 3, right? Because all 3 come into connections to high forcing of high divisions to its triangle location. Okay? And then you come into the grounds, you work your way to the powers, and you work your way to your atmospheric positions of the time. And then you come into your cylinders, rotation centers. And then you come into your activation lights, and then you come into your tesseracts, 2 connections, force guidance line system, right? And then you come into the center positions to your navigation security line defense. Your navigation, your light system, allocation of time location, right? So anyway, let's get into your questions here. Believe in C, Sandra, Jennifer, Marnie, having connection issues on my end. Okay. Marnie's having connection issues. Okay. Queen Diane. Woohoo. I know. Tina feels it too. She knows that change. She knows that I've traveled faster. But not just travel faster, guys. I used to travel back and forth, but now I'm living 9,000 years. All right, 2030. 9,000 years in the future rotation center computers. So I'm now a computer simulator, an interface program. Everything has to change the position of time location. Future's ready through that connection of 2030. Now, in that position, a lot is going to change because I'm living 9,000 years into the future. Of this position on the ground formation line system of you in 2021. So the force positions, your computer operation line connection is going to change into first position of wireline systems. You're coming into your 12 one-line activation to computers into 12 generation line systems. Now, you probably don't understand what I'm saying, but it's mostly understanding that you have to come into yourself, into your future relation. Interchanging, interlocking, interfacing line connections. Future relation to you is everything through friendship, relation, and partnership on yourself. The integration cycle starts off with the gravitation, comes into the powers, and okay, in that line system. through its atmosphere, positional time location, right? You guys are starting to learn how to travel. I don't need to travel anymore. I'm living the travel. I'm living the system. So, and I can travel anywhere. I mean, I can go a billion years in the future, just like that. Because I'm now in a higher technology division, it's much easier for me to live that system and not worry about the 5D activation of vibration anymore. So that gives me more balance. The higher you go, the more you see. The more you see, the more you become. The more you come, the more you live. So I'm in that future of myself now, fully and completely, of 2030. Okay? Now it's 9 years on a human planet system, but it's 9,000 in my position. Because I first started off an integration cycle to see my future self of 5,000, 7,020. Right? Everything happens for a reason. Technology is going to change. Right? So that's why I'm in the processing system. I'm a processor, AI processor now in the simulation computer interface program. Okay, so basically, let's get into connections on Marnie. Marnie is basically lost connections of issues on her end. Okay, so she has she has computer deviation line position. I'm going to change her activation light system to allocate position of time locations D.O.S.L information line system. She's back online. All right. So Marnie's good to go. And this is how you do these things 9,000 years in the future. So when you're living that era, you understand the balance and how powerful you are. How powerful you are is incredible. I'm so balanced. It's unbelievable where I am. All right? Unbelievable. Because everything right now is floating. Everything is existing. Everything that I see is a dome. Everything that I see is activated. Right? Everything I see through spiritual line connections, I see them in their spiritual connections. I don't see them in their physical system. I actually see them living the existence on where they are through divisional time. So we're coming into deviation centers. So it's pretty fast and we see these things. So Marnie, you okay now? You should be back online. Too much drinky, yes, but I didn't think I had much, but it sure is affecting me. That's what happened to me as I got older. I don't even partake anymore. My body doesn't like it. Yeah, your body's going to find balance with its future relation system there. Believe and see. Sorry, you feel bad. Lots of water. Tasing. No, she's back online, so she's good. See, she's good to go. See, it's understanding how I do these so fast. You think I'm powerful now with the healing. You know, I was healing you guys on an activation light connections, which is in your gravity line system, but I was traveling through repetition of time. But I don't have to travel anymore when I'm healing you guys. So it's kind of like going to find your soul. I don't need to find your soul. Okay, I already found it because of 9,000 years in diffusion position time connections. So it's allocated position of time, so I can heal you guys so quickly now because I'm living 9,000 years into computer technology location division. So, and Marnie's ready to go. See, boom. So Galactica, and so let's stay in that position. You guys have your test coming up Friday. Excited? Whoop, whoop. All right, we're going to go into that position, time connections. All right, so we're going to go back force line position. Bear with me here, okay, because I'm 9,000 years in the future. All right, plus the thing is, I don't go back to this 2021 because remember I was telling you about Father had to put me in a higher position because I couldn't hold the 5D activation light connections, right? Because I was in a hologram line connections. Well, I'm no longer in that existence. I'm now living the actual 9,000 era in position where I'm supposed to be from its very, very beginning. Okay, so there's a reason why I went through transformation with manifestation and why I saw my future self 5,000, 7,020. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason why you see these things. There's a reason why you live these things. There's a reason why you become these things. That's the power of recognition of time. So I'm going to be able to help you guys faster now. I'm going to be able to offload your systems. I'm going to be able to operate your program positions back on line connections in seconds now. I can heal you so fast, it not just make your head spin, it'll make you go through dimensional time through computer. So it's amazing how we do these things. Yes, 2030. Yes. Yeah. My position is changing everybody into their connections to their program systems to reset the locations into 2030, where they are in locations of 2021. But I'm not in that area anymore. So still trying to get used to it, guys. Bear with me here. So you guys are working with the connections to this position. All right? You're working with this. Your first commander is working with this. All right? So it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun because I'm so balanced now. So much control. All right? So basically, you guys basically see this through connections. All right? You see this through connections. And I see this through connections. You see this, I see this. See? That's understanding what you see through dimensional frame, time frame, and that connection line system. So it's amazing how we do these things through time. And my travels, whoa. If we're going to travel through time, watch out. Yeah, it's going to be powerful. All right, so let's get back into, I want to get into a quiz. I want you to truly understand. I'm going to ask you a question. And basically, this quiz is just basically you. Who are you? Quiz, right? Who are you? Right? In one word, who are you? Just give me one word. One word. Who are you? All right? Who are you? One word. I'm a computer simulation programmer. Interface position to all connections. Who are you? Love. Yes. Quick pro quo here. Your computer line position is slow. Come on, let's bring it up. Line signal operation line connection. One word, love. Okay. All right, so this is where you guys are in your position, vibration, love. Isabel, energy. That's a good one. Welcome, Isabel. One word, powerful. See, that's what I want to hear. But everything is good. So some people are in love, some people are in energy, some powerful. So this is the positive feedback you have to go into connection so you can high-rise your position to your computer operational line connection positions. The processing its data, its uplinks, and it downloads an upgraded system is going to fast cycle your locations to high positions of those division line connections. Healing, light. Okay, now that's good. That's good. Now I want you, okay, to go into 3, 6, and 9 position. Okay. All right. So I want love. Let's go in the basic. Let's go on. We'll go in one order. So we have love, energy, powerful, light, and healing. Okay. So we're going to start with 3, 6, and 9 position. Now the love equals box. Okay. Love equals box. Right. So this is your energy. Equals is your travel connections. Right. So it has its separations, paraline, paradox, that parallel connections, right? Polarity, where you are through acceleration. This is you through calculation. Synergized position line connections, you come into the center position of 3, 6, and 9 location. Okay? So this is understanding that this equation is this equation. Okay? This equation is this equation. Okay? So we're going to start off small. All right? So and we go into the connections of energy. Go back in again. So we're just trying to use the 3, 6, and 9. So I want you guys to get into basic applications in your formulas, how you can go through E equals MC squared. So we're going to 3, 6, and 9 again, and we'll go into the connections of energy, right? So the energy, okay, very basic, equals box, okay. Now, when it's in energy, it's in form, right? So it's equal box slash form. Okay, because you're coming into the birthing system of energy 3, 6, and 9 position. Okay, so you take the box equation and you center location, center positions. Okay, now in that position, it starts off with this, but it's not finished yet, right? Because it's not in its energy form yet. So once it comes in its energy form, it comes in its full box rotation center of its position of allocated position of time and location. Okay, so this is the formula of this. Okay, see how the box, triangle 3, 6, 9, how the box comes into that position? See? Form, box, high rise. Okay, so you guys can get into your processors and data and uplinks and downloads and operating system. Those are 4 lights, 4 lights, okay, of activation. Okay, activation, right, slash processor. All right, so you guys have to get into these levels. Okay, 4 lights of activation slash processor. Once you come in that position of time through dimension, you understand the connections. All right, so we got powerful. Okay, so again, we go through 3, 6, 9. I want you guys to understand how to use your computers. You guys aren't in your computers, but you're in your higher self. And some are, Believing sees basically in her avatar. She's high rising faster. Marnie's in her position of light signal, trying to get into more division light system to her higher self. Sandra is in light communication, right? And Diane is in the healing rotation center. So this is a true understanding where everybody is in the computer operation through its processing, through its data on simulation graph location. Right? So we get 3, 6, and 9. Okay. So instead of using powerful, it's P, right? Anything longer, you can short it out. P / equal box. Okay, it starts off with that, right? Now everything connections is you have to put in 3, 6, and 9. Okay. Equals, okay, high connection, high / connection. All right. So you come in that position. Now the circle rotation, once you come into more powerful energy, because the energy is already created through its power recognition time positions. So the actual equation of its box centers its position to the center rotation center. Okay. So not only it comes into a box rotation, but it high rises its position of time location into another box location. Right? So this is the formula of powerful of 3, 6, and 9. Okay? So it's really interesting how we do these things. All right? And then we go into the connections of light. Now light travels the acceleration. We go through 369 again. All right? Now you guys might want to write this down because this is going to be on your test. All right. So I want you guys to get into these levels because you understand more of your connections of your travel records to your pyramids. So we start out with that position. Now we're coming into the light, and we got healing and creativity. Okay, so light would be L. Okay, now anything through light is acceleration, so it's / acceleration. So it's L / A. Okay. All right. So once you get into that acceleration, that's connection equals box. Okay, / volume. Right? Because you're going through volume, you're going to acceleration. Anything through light is sound, right? So it's V / S. Okay? So when you come into that position, again, you come into the box center position. This is you through calculation. Integrates its system to its allocated position of time location, and it comes into a circle rotation of travel recognition of light speed rotation. Okay? So this is the formula of this through light. Okay, so it's really interesting how we see our high-rise position of time location. Right, you can see I'm getting processing information now, right, from 9,000 years in the future. So basically, in that relation, okay, you guys are 9,000 years in the future. You're in the quadrant level system position. Wherever I am, you are. You just don't understand it, but you're a lot more knowledgeable and more intelligent now. You're just not understanding my space and time position to location. But the higher you rise, you know, through lights and your 3, 6, and 9 positions, Once you stand your positions to your quiz and everything through the connection of love and energy and everything through the connections of high rising lights and coming into your powerful and coming into high positions into your healing and your creative centers, now you're standing in all acceleration to time speed locations. It's all connected, right? So we're 9,000 years in the future. You just don't know it. So yeah, your head is spinning a bit, and that's okay. So it's going to balance out. But it's understanding you guys are in a classroom now, and I'm teaching you everything that you need to know. So wherever I travel, you travel. You just don't understand the light of travel of 3, 6, and 9, because 3, 6, and 9 goes a long way, but we're not in 3, 6, and 9 anymore. 3, 6, and 9 was 3D. Okay. Okay, equals MC square. Okay, that's where you guys were at. But you're not in that equation. You're not in that formula anymore. Okay, you're in 5D activation of E equals MC / velocity. Okay, so you're coming into higher acceleration. That volume's on levels of 0.01111. D.O.S.L 1. Okay, to a connection of zero gravity to line system of telepathy. That's where you guys are at. Okay, so it's really powerful how we come into these times. Yeah, exactly, Lindsay. 3, 6, 9, and 12. All right. So I just wanted to show you how powerful you guys are when you come into 3, 6, and 9. And 3, 6, and 9 can be allocated, acquitted on line connection positions. You come into your deviation centers. A deviation center, okay, is understanding that you're not traveling through this. You can't travel through that because it's open. So you got to close it, right? Once you close it, it's in full cycle, right? And then it activates its position of time location. Center position, rotation, clocking systems comes out of its equation to box frequency level connections. I mean, it's amazing what I know now. I'm so buying in so many level systems. Travel recognition time positions, point centers, 3-point line connections goes into travel recognition line system. You can change it to anything through an activation light connections. You come into a new tesseract or anything through a tetrahedral read line connection. Interforcing change bit distance to computer operating line connections. So it can travel through recognition of time, but this is a formula. Everything is a formula for story frame position. Okay. So it comes into the D.O.S.L dimensions, go in that connection position, allocate position of time location. So allocate line systems here. All right. So you come into D.O.S.L. All right. So doc, okay, operation, okay, systems, okay, / level, okay, .01. Okay. So it's amazing how we come into these challenging times, right? So getting into those line systems, making sure when you're vortexing through time, all your shapes have to be in line system. If they're not, traveling through the recognition of time position, if there's trapping doors missing, if there's leaky vessel line connections off cycle, or your circle rotation is off line position, or you have a correlation of center position that's off like this through signal, you can't travel through recognition of time. This is deviation centers, right? So you're seeing it, right? Open space, open space, open space, way open space, line signal off, right? So you can't travel through this, right? So this is understanding the virus connections to your shapes and position of time of travel, because you can't travel through this until you correct it. Okay. So it's something to look at. You know, you have to work with your shapes. I want to get more into the shapes, the alphabetical line connection. Shapes, alphabetical line connection. What is that? Alphabetical / line / vocabulary. vocal / equal box. Okay, in equivalency 369 position. Okay, D.O.S.L. Okay, level connection. All right. So there's a lot of things we have to work on, right? So it's all about understanding before you travel, you have to autocorrect yourself, auto position yourself, put yourself in line connection position. You notice that my computers are changing, right? It's more of just everything through D.O.S.L shapes and letters, numbers, and just everything through equation and everything through formulas. And that's what a computer is. That's all it does. That's all it is. But your computer is a processor of information. So the information goes into connections to your space anomaly to position and time location, which synergize your line systems of 369 position and all positions, right? Through love, through energy, through light, through powerful. Okay. So, yeah, they're all words. Yeah. No, that's very good, Queen Lee. Yeah, they trapped energy processing. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It goes into its deviation centers. So you have to truly understand how powerful it is when you come into light activations, light activators, processing systems of dimensional time conditions just through shapes and anomalies at 369 position. So, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. So for all the new viewers that come on here, you're in a process. You're basically an audit of information. You're watching in channel operation line conditions. So your divisions are in position. So there's like 2 window graphs. Okay, window graph is 9,000 for the Rebellion Alliance and the Force teams and the Galactic Federation Light Councils and the Galactic Forces. And for the new viewers, there's a process, there's an actual plasma wall that separates the oxygen levels of 2. Okay, so when the new viewers come in, it's like they have the smokers and non-smokers. You have 2 different tables, 2 different sectoring level connection positions. So I separate that so you don't feel the energy cycles. So it's amazing how we do these things, right? Got to sign off for a bit. Connect soon, everyone. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Channel off position line connections, interline positions to luminancy. She's got to go through a calculation. Interchange your levels and put her back in location. All right, there you go. You're good to go. Thanks for letting me know, right? Because you're still traveling, right? So I just got to change your processor, computer line system, back in location to where you are through division. All right, so you're good to go. So you guys picked out one word, which is great. We started off with that. Okay. Now you understand your quiz of yourself. So you understand integration. What is integration? What does that mean to me? What is integration? What is that? What is integration? Together. Together. Right? Through love, light, power, consciousness, awareness. It's everything. Okay, you come into everything with that calculation, right? But the integration is you through calculation. You have your physical, you have your phenomenon, you got your mystical, right? And then you got your GODs. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so based on what is 6. All right, 6 rounds. Okay, through its connection, which programs settings to the moon position. Okay, so and then you come into the connections of your 369 position, travel recognition. Once you understand the sun is everything through the activation, once you understand the 6 is everything through the program setting, and once you understand 9 is your location, and everything through division is its navigation. you're navigating, okay, your thoughts, okay, of equals space / time. Okay? That's a basic evaluation that I can give you guys through your plasma energy lights / energy. Okay? Which is everything through form because it connects to all levels of point centers. Right? And what do we have here? You guessed it, triangle. All right? So, yeah, everything, yeah. Can you close your shape with words you believe in? Yeah, as long as you understand your processing information has to fully understand the integration cycle to shape an element. So if you're channeling off the wrong location centers, you're changing your thoughts. As soon as you change your thoughts to 3, 6, and 9, you're changing your triangle position. Okay? So your triangle won't be in the E form. It might be in the plasma form. So it'll be over here through division location. Okay, or it might be off cycle through 9 locations, which is here interpositional line connections. Right? So you don't want to go anything tracking locations. You have to center your position inner side line system to a calculation modification cycle. We're going to high rise illumination light marker line system to activation of time location. Okay. And then you come into your activation cycles to position of time location. And you come into, you can travel anywhere you want. You just have to understand what you're doing through equation. It activates everything through line system to activation of time location. Of travel recognition. Okay. So it's really important to understand how to travel 3, 3, 6, 9. Because those are your dreams. That's your cortex. Your cortex is your dream. The placebo is your thought. Cortex, on that line system here, allocated position of marker location. Cortex. There's your cortex. Okay. Dream. Okay. All right. And in position you have here, you have your placebo, which is your thoughts. Everybody tells you what that is. It's very simple. It's understanding these things. So understand the equation of position line conditions, you come into 3, 6, 9 position. Everything comes into a triangle. Everything comes into a triangle. Everything has to come into a triangle. Everything has to line divide to position of time. So the cortex are your dreams, and your placebos are your thoughts of space and time. Thoughts of space and time. Okay? 3, 6, and 9. Very basic, very easy. It's understandable, right? You come into the channel rotations, activation line conditions, and position. 3, 6, and 9 location. Meeting? No. All right, so 3, 6, and 9. Okay. Now, it's interesting, very basic. That's you in the center. You are the navigation, okay, / your thoughts, / space and time. Okay? So everything in center positions, understand your connections, is everything through the mind, to the brain. Okay, the center position is everything through its allocated, through its crown chakra of communication. Force system position line connections comes into the center position to your navigation cycles. 2, you guessed it, it's ground formation. Activates everything through the ground line system. Like this through equation. Okay? It's extremely powerful when you connect through these things, all right? Just showing you basic information cycles, how everything is connected just through 3, 6, and 9. You have to learn how to use 3, 6, and 9 through all travel recognition of time position, guys. 3, 6, and 9 can be anything through form. I don't have to add 3, 6, and 9 because I know what it is through equation, right? That's how powerful it is through connections. right? You guys have to understand how to travel through your numbers, right? So you got 3, 6, and 9, right? You got 3, 6, and 9. Now, this is really interesting. Check this out. You're going to love this. Okay, so you got 3, 6, and 9. Okay, and you got 3, 6, and 9. Now you're probably thinking, what's this all about? How is this all 3, 6, and 9 if these have 4 corners and this only has 2, this has 3, this has 4, and this is 4? How come it's only 3, 6, and 9? How come it's not 3, 6, 9, and 12? Because it's not in this dimensional time of shape. Okay, so it's really powerful how we come into these time positions, right? So I'm just showing you how you can use your triangle location to anything division line connections. So 3, 6, and 9 comes into that position location, into this location. Okay. Right? Everything is calculated and modified through division of time. It has to stand everything through calculation modification, right? So just because it has 4 corners doesn't mean it can't travel. It just has to stand its communication to its 3, 6, and 9 position, right? Because everything's connected to the sun, the moon, and everything, the program, the location center. So it's pretty powerful how it's 4 waving positions of time location, but it has 3 line connections to a triangle location. And this is only 2, but this is 3, right? So what does that mean? The center position location? That this means that this triangle through this 4 rectangular line connection is in position, a circle rotation center, okay, allocated position of time location, it's resetting location because I'm so high rise. All right, so it's amazing how we do these things. This is all about adding, subtracting, multiplication, all that, right? So basically, so we got 4, right? 4 point centers, 3 allocated positions of triangle location center. In center position is due through the activation, which puts you in the equation of 7th dimension. Okay. Yeah, I know the connection's getting bad. Well, because it's interchanging locking, so I change that position line connection. It will go back into focus rotation. All right, so basically we have 3, 6, and 9, and we have 2, right? Center positions puts me into calculation of the 5th dimension. Okay, and 3, 6, and 9 is location, which puts me in a high-rise division location. And everything through 4 waving cycles of a square box rotation puts me into 7th/line/division. Okay, so this is the true understanding how we travel through recognition of time. This is where it comes into deviation, right? So how's the connection now? Is it okay? It should be balanced out right now. Line signal channel operation line connections. So it's the distance that is anything else than 3. Yeah. Very good. Very good, Isabel. See, Isabel's connecting to intelligence. It's great. Class is proceeding, but that's exactly what it is. You can travel through any dimensional time position. So it doesn't have to be a triangle within a triangle. It could be a triangle within a calculation of a shape of 4 dimensional time positions, 4 point centers. Okay, as long as the point centers understand its activation line system, you can travel through recognition of time, anything 2 dimensional. Okay, so 7th dimension, 8 within this center. Okay, 5th dimension, 6 within this system. 3 dimension allocated line system, 7/line division. allocated circle rotation is h-dimensional through a box frequency level system. So it's calculated and modified, but that's exactly what it is. It's the distance that anything else than 3. Very good. So now you guys are connecting. You're connecting. You're finally connecting, which is great. So you understand more of your calculations, how you can travel through 3, 6, and 9 location, anything through position of high forcing line systems, like this. Now you have to understand this. This is in your box frequency level, right, to your body frame, right? And everything is calculated at 3, 6, and 9 location. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, 1 sec, guys. All right. Momento agua. It comes on Monday. So sorry about that. So yeah, so basically understanding communication, anything in interference position of time location. 3, 6, or 9 can travel through anything. Overlap, doesn't matter. So we can crosswind, but your body is activated through time, through travel, mechanism of travel, clocking of travel, calibration of travel, light of travel. So you have to truly understand how to use this, right, when it comes into its connection. Okay? Anything else other than 3. So you add it on, right? You add it on, and it comes into a tesseract location. Comes into a tesseract location. Comes into a tesseract location. Okay? So this is something that we can look at, right? But everything is 3, 6, and 9. It starts out with travel connections. But truly understand, you can do anything you want, overlap anything in position of time through 3, 6, and 9. Okay, everything is off cycle, right? To its position when it comes into dimension. Okay. So what we're going to do is that center position line connections, you guys have a test that's coming up. I want you to truly understand how to use this through its equation. Okay. 3, 6, and 9. Okay, we start off with the law of the energy, light, and the power. Okay. Now you might have to watch this again. Now, when you come in that position, now I'm not going to high rise you guys too fast, that line system. So we'll come into positions of your connections of what a cortex dream and a placebo is. Cortex is the dream, placebo is your thoughts. Time positions, right? Thoughts of location in position of time location. Thoughts. Okay, it's your thoughts. All right. See, there's 2 things you have to remember. Cortex is its dream. Placebo is its thoughts of time, of space and time. So we'll get into this. Okay. And we'll get into this. Okay. Something basic, but I want you to higher these positions into higher levels of your chakras. And you come into modifications of this. We'll get into this. Okay. Your physical, your phenomenon, and your mystical, your GODs and your geometrics, operation dimensions of time, which comes into the connections, program setting of the moon. And we'll finish it off with allocated positions of time. Okay. 3, 6, and 9 in different point line system of travels. Okay. So that's where we're going to end up. That's going to be the test review evaluations. We will apply it to locations. I'll graph its illustration every single day, right? Because it's Friday. Okay. This Friday, it's coming up. So be prepared. So basically, there's no right or wrong in the equation. When I started with my Rebellion Alliance, they knew exactly what they were getting into, right? And they were more aware with their intelligence how to draw things out. It's knowing how to draw things out through your shapes of time, through division of space. That alone will put you understanding how to go to higher levels of your chakras of light. I can't put you to higher chakras of light if you don't understand your shapes and travels of time, of space, through the cortex and the placebo of its thoughts. Okay? So it's truly understanding how we do these things in division of time. There's location, right? So that's going to be the test. Okay? So test Friday. Let's go in that line system here. Test / Friday. Okay. All right. Test Friday. Equation. This is the equation of what we're doing. Equals box / shapes. Okay. positional time conditions here. Shape positional line connections here. Interchange interlock line system. Back in equation. Location center. It's allocated position at time location. My digital pad is trying to catch up to my air line system. So it gets confused. Trapped in position here. Oh, it's off the screen position. Test the Friday equation equals box / shapes. Okay, that's what's going to be the test. Okay, that's what's going to be on the test. So, truly understand how to travel through your shape is the most important thing. Once you understand that, then you understand what your cortex is through its stream of travel. Then you understand everything through the dream, through its connection to its placebo, its thought, space and time position. Then you understand the connections to its equation, to its equal box / shapes, right? So this will put you into 15 chakra positions of space and time through light. Okay, so this is what you guys have to practice on. So I think we'll stop there. You know, we're learning a lot more. Okay, I wanted to find out what is best for you guys, especially for the new viewers that are in the connections of the recruitment centers of the galactic forces. You have to truly understand how to travel through your shapes. That's the most important thing. So you also have to get into the overlapping of its shape and everything through its off cycle of its shape and everything through its deviation. How you can't travel without its autocorrection. So it's all about your positions of your shapes and your tesseracts and your tetrahedron line connections. A point device to all line system. Somebody have any questions or comments on that? Right. Please let me know. Just go through my email. Okay, the test is Friday, so be prepared. We'll go through the review on Thursday. Okay. And basically, what you can do is go through channel positions. I know exactly where you are through computer operational line connections. As soon as I see your solar graph line system, I'll know exactly if you guys understand this when it comes to shapes and how to travel through cortex of your dreams and everything through placebos of your thoughts of space and time position. Okay? All right, so everybody have a great day. Adios. This is your computer simulator interface program. All right, first command. Adios.